Illinois is on its way to have a balanced bipartisan budget. The budget took a second step today when it passed the House. But it's something many thought in this building would never happen. Women across the nation spent the day rallying for Equal Pay Day. And here at the State House, they were bringing attention to the gender pay gap. Well, Carolyn, all that's left on this piece of legislation is a signature from the governor. Governor Pritzker campaigned on legalizing marijuana. And when he signs this bill, Illinois will be the 11th state to have legal marijuana. Time is ticking to get a budget to Governor Bruce Rauner's desk. But so far, the pieces that are needed to put the budget together haven't reached the Senate or the House floor. Campaign staffer on Speaker Michael Madigan's staff is suing the Speaker's political campaign party and the Democratic Party of Illinois for retaliating against her. Now, House members pushed very hard to get this bill passed by the midnight deadline tonight. But with major topics still to come in the House, they're expected to be here tomorrow and on Sunday. I'm going to tell you what else lawmakers have to vote on coming up tonight at 6. Reporting live in Springfield, Emily Manley, News 3. Starting July 1st, when you do this, it's going to cost you more money. The Equal Rights Amendment would prohibit discrimination based on sex. Currently, there's nothing like that in the United States Constitution. And there is a constitutional amendment, but it needs to be ratified by 38 states. Illinois could be state number 37. Illinois lawmakers on both sides of the aisle agree that Travis Reinking's father should face charges for giving his son back his guns. He did legally possess the guns, but a new bill in Illinois could change that. Lawmakers may not agree on everything, but when it comes to ending gun violence in America, many are seeing eye to eye.
It's a terrible tragedy. It seems to be happening on a weekly, if not daily basis.
Early Sunday, Morton native Travis Reinking opened fire at a Waffle House right outside of Nashville, killing 4. Authorities say the gun used was taken away from Reinking in 2017. Nashville police say his father later returned it to him. Reports from the Tazewell County Sheriff's Office allege Reinking has a mental health condition. A new bill in Illinois would make it illegal to transfer any firearms back to a family member with mental health without going to court.
But the gun owner can petition back to the courts to have the gun transferred to somebody else that is a valid FOID card owner.
Representative Kathleen Willis is sponsoring the bill, which she says could also allow police to take away guns for 6 months if someone's family or friend is in danger to themselves or others.
Because it's a temporary order to allow the person to get the mental health help that they need and to be able to return the guns to them after that period of time.
Senator Chuck Weaver of Peoria, which is near where Reinking is from, says he often gets several phone calls after mass shootings.
After the Parkland shooting, we had a lot of calls, and so a lot of the folks that are on both sides of this issue have been reaching out to me at that time, and I've been real consistent on my position with regard to how much of this is about the gun and how much of this is about the mental health circumstance of the individual.
If this bill becomes a law, you cannot transfer your guns to anyone who has had a FOID card revoked. The sponsor of the bill plans to call this bill forward within the next month. Reporting in the newsroom, Emily Manley, News Channel 20. With those winds we were experiencing, it quickly got out of control. You can see what is still burning here this evening. I'm told that it's a lot smaller than what it was earlier tonight. And I actually want to show you where Illinois State Police forced their way into the building this afternoon. I'm going to walk up here. You can see the glass. It's broken on the bottom, and janitors are now working to clean this area up. This tree that you see here right behind me is the tree that fell on top of that vehicle that did kill that woman. I brought my notebook out here so you can kind of see the ice pellets just kind of bounce off my notebook here. That is what it's doing to cars, to sidewalks, to roads. But I want to start off by showing you these. These are some of the shingles from the roof of the county courthouse here in Franklin County that have been kind of falling off over the years. This is the basement of the Franklin County Courthouse, and you can see some of the walls are deteriorating. An EF2 tornado ripped through parts of McCracken County, Kentucky just before 9:30 Thursday morning.
How blessed that we've been through this. This could have been a very, very high fatality rate.
The sheriff says he believes it's truly an act of God. No one had major injuries.
There's only one answer to that. I believe the almighty hand of God protected our community.
This is what one sheriff's deputy car looked like after it faced major winds and debris of the tornado. Sheriff Carter says the deputy was not injured. The driver of another car sustained minor injuries when his car became wrapped up in this grain bin. That's the first I've ever seen a motor vehicle become entangled in a grain bin.
You see it? Yeah, that's it.
Dennis Sanders was at work with 8 other employees when the tornado tore through the Wilbert business.
Any other day, we knew there were storms coming. I watched the first storm go by and move to the northeast and thought we were kind of safe and we were going to be okay.
Sanders said the next thing he knew, the garage door blew out.
2 minutes later, everything calmed down and half our building is gone in the back. So that's...
Wilbert Services manufactures concrete burial vaults. They have another location in Heron.
And I was maybe expecting a door down or some blocks down or something like that. I had no idea that the whole back of the building would be gone.
Sanders says the building is 50 years old and just couldn't sustain the winds of an EF2 tornado. Have you ever been through a tornado?
Never, never. This is the first time. Hopefully the last time.
Now, I will say that he had a very good sense of humor for what he dealt with today. Right here back on Highway 62 in Paducah, crews will continue to work throughout the night to try to restore power, put up power lines, and of course try to keep these people safe here in this area. As for the business itself, when I was speaking with Dennis tells me that they do have 3 funerals tomorrow that they have to attend to, and although their building is ruined, they will be at all 3 funeral arrangements doing the work that they are known to do. Reporting live in Paducah this evening, Emily Manley, News 3.